Yo guys, hi everyone. Let me check if we are live because this is live streams. They working so weird and X-ragging just whole day, and we still have no notifications for live streams. Thanks, Elon. That change everything, but not what we actually need. So, if you started to watch it, please share, leave some comment, and yeah, let me remind you because this is Born to Build season 2, and first season was like legendary with a lot of great builders. And Born to Build is a stream where I talk with Web3 founders that I really like want to talk to about projects they are building, about their personal way, how they discovered that they actually want to be founders, and all personal questions that leaded them to this huge thing that they're making. And yeah, everything is good. We are live. And today I invited for the opening season 2 very cool project because like okay, I'm checking like what this guy is building, and I'm like, oh okay, I need to understand more because it's about media which connected with me because I'm a content creator. It's about AI, so it's about technology, it's super modern, and it's about seasons rewarding. So I'm like, okay, profit is here. I need to check what is that. Jordan is the founder of this project. So hi, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Ira?
I'm great too. So,
Nice.
yeah, I hope you're in a great mood. Once again, here's a chill space. Just talk with us about everything that you're building. Yo, guys, hi, thank you for coming. And yeah, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so let's get started. Okay, a bit about myself. First of all, thanks for having me. I started kind of like toying with technology when I was, in high school. I had always played games. I also did like sports and things like that. But I really became fascinated with technology in high school when thinking about, like what to do with my life. So I thought maybe it'd be fun to make games, and so I started toying around with learning how to program, and I got really fascinated in that. And ever since then, I've just been really passionate about software and trying to create new things in this world that we live in. And AITV is a testament to that. It's definitely something new and interesting. I started my career like I worked at Xbox for about 2 years.
Oh, that's a huge background.
Yeah, it was really cool. I worked as a game developer throughout college and then professionally there, and I got fascinated in smart contracts and Web3. And it really made me want to build internet organizations, trying
Mhm.
to limit bureaucracy, trying to make, global financial networks. I was really mesmerized by that whole idea. And so the first project I did was a DAO called Dorg. With me and my co-founder, we started this developer DAO, and we worked for lots of really great projects back in like 2017. And then we ended up spinning out and doing a startup in around 2021, and that ended up becoming what is AITV today. And yeah.
That's interesting. 2017, you said it, and I'm like, oh, that's where crypto, just started the first bull runs and everything. So, did you like connected your project with crypto back then, or it happened later, or how you discovered crypto in general?
Yeah, so a friend of mine actually told me, have you heard of smart contracts? Because I had known about Bitcoin as like a interesting like networking experiment. That was what it was taught to us as in our networking class in college. And so I had known about these like cryptographic protocols, but when my friend told me about smart contracts, it was just like one day we were riding the train together. It completely blew my mind. Like this program you can run on the blockchain, and it's provable, and you can do all these things with it. That just really sent me off on a wild rabbit hole, like it did with a lot of people. So then I researched it for a while in my free time, and then I ended up quitting my corporate job in 2017 to pursue working in crypto full time. And yeah, we created, yeah.
That's brave and great that you could. Okay. So also on your page of the project, I found like this ex Disney. Did you somehow connect it with Disney too? What does it mean?
Yeah, so that's actually our creative director, Annie. She's fantastic. If you wanted to have her on too, she's really fun to talk
Invite
to.
her
But
now. Maybe send her a link.
so she's currently based in Asia, so I think she's sleeping now. But
Oh.
yeah, no, like she's amazing. She worked at Disney Plus for a bit. She has experience working on different animated series and things like that. And she's also been in crypto for quite some time. She was a previous co-founder of another project, and so having her on board has been a huge game changer because she helps create all of the characters that you see on AITV today,
Mhm.
creating their personalities, their aesthetic, everything that makes them unique. She's really phenomenal with everything related to that.
I like how you're smiling every time you talk about your project. It seems like it's your true passion, and that's great to hear. I love this. Okay, it sounds fun. It sounds really interesting, and you're passionate about. But what is this project about? Like, what is this AI TV? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So AITV is making AI streamers. And so this is like a completely new thing on the internet. There's only one or two of them that exist today, and we're creating the factory for creating these AI streamers. And so
Will they replace me?
yeah, I was just about to say I was just about to say everyone always thinks that at first. It's like, "Oh, are you trying to replace human streamers?" But in reality, no, we're trying to create a new tool to help you. It's the same way that ChatGPT helps everybody in their profession, whatever it is. I'm a programmer and I use AI daily to help me do my job better. And so with these AI streamers, you can use them to one, host live streams while you need to go to bed or you need to go offline, so that way you can continue to grow your audience. Two, you can have them join your stream. So us talking right now. Imagine if we had like an AI character in the corner that we could like talk to real quick or ask a question of, and or maybe it jumped in and it started critiquing something that we were saying. Like it adds a completely new element to content.
Oh my
um
god, I just imagine a male podcast done after that, They need a feminist, just small window with AI agent that will
yes,
compromise everything.
definitely. And that's a great that's actually a fantastic channel idea for AITV. Like and I'm not joking. Like what you could do is you could make a feminist themed character on AITV, and its job is to watch and review, the manosphere or like podcast, right? Like that's something you could very much do with AITV. And it's something completely new that doesn't exist on the internet today.
Why decided to make it on the blockchain? Why it's important?
Yeah,
You
it really comes down to ownership and being able to share value
Mhm.
transparently with communities. So, that's a huge reason why I got into crypto in the first place, was I really wanted the world to have more ownership, you know.
That's
Um,
aiming.
yeah, exactly. And so with AITV, you have the opportunity to not only launch your own channels, being the creator, but also you can purchase the tokens of these different channels and be a, part owner of what's happening. And finally, as the agents are streaming, as an audience member, you can help shape the content by actually putting some financial funds behind it and saying, hey, I'm going to pay this amount of credits and I'm going to send this prompt and try to steer the direction of the AI this way. So when you add money into the system, you're able to make it less gameable. You're able to add, ownership dynamics and revenue sharing dynamics. Like it, it allows you to kind of product design in all new ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, how it's actually look like? Like these agents, are they like cartoons? Are they characters? Or I can just make few videos of myself and make myself talk. You can screen share if you want, so we could check it how it's working. And I saw your new character, Mr. Freeman. I remember it was such a thing for the internet. He was talking on the true about life and everything. It was so.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of Mr. Freeman too. And yes, we just launched him. All
Did
right.
you
Yeah. So
think,
here, let me
yeah,
show
sure.
what it looks like today.
Did
So
you purchase the rights for Mr. Freeman, or how it looked like?
so we are working with the team behind Mr. Freeman. And so
Oh.
yeah, if you check our X page, you can actually see there's a podcast we did with them to
Mm-hmm.
launch the channel. Um, okay, so this is AITV.
Mm-hmm.
These are all of the different channels, and so each one of these is a different character. And here right now we can see that Gloria is currently live. And so if we click on her channel, what we can see is she's live streaming right now. Um, Gloria is a character that's focused on data insights, in like the financial market space. And she's actually using her own application. It's called itsgloria.ai. It's a news terminal. And so here, she's actually looking at a different headline. And over here, we actually have the community prompting her and trying to tell her what to do.
Wow.
And
Uh,
so,
is it AI agents as well? Like, is it AI bots, or actually like real humans?
yeah, no, these are actual humans. We have a lot of them in the Discord community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we actually have a method for the moderators of the site to flag people that are bots, and it removes them completely from the chat. So we've done like a pretty good job of weeding out all of the obvious bots, and you know
Mm-hmm.
having community events so that actual people are like chatting and like a part of the community. Yeah.
You're talking about AI entertainment, and that people will be able to earn on it. But I see this not actually as entertainment, but as education. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, or entertainment takes a lot of forms. Think of any of the channels you watch on regular TV. There's sports, education, history, documentaries, news. All of those are categories of entertainment. And so all of those could have their own style of AI TV channel.
Mm-hmm. These characters are like static, or you can create your own, like, I don't know, series, or they can interact with each other. How it's technically working? For
Yeah,
example, I want to create some anime, right? So I'm prompting the character, or how I take visual and how it's working.
yeah, definitely. So we're working on the AI TV studio.
Mm-hmm.
And so the studio will allow anybody to come and launch their own channel. Um, and so this very much uses the background that I have in game development of building game engines and tooling for game developers. It's the same sort of tools that are used for the AITV studio. And so if you're a 2D artist, a 3D artist, you can come and you can import your art assets. Even if you are not an artist, but you just want to come and try to figure out like what your character is, you can come and do that. And there's like a marketplace that we'll have hooked up where you can select like different 3D or 2D characters to be able to choose from, and you can customize the personality and all of that stuff. So the AI TV studio is what is going to completely democratize the ability to launch your own AI TV channels.
Okay, but questions again about authors, right? If, for example, someone uploading Pikachu, like obviously you can't use it. So how you deal with that, and yeah, what's the moderation process?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to look very similar to what moderation looks like on other platforms, like let's say YouTube or Twitch. If there is like copyright material that's going up on these channels, they might be temporarily disabled until that's removed, let's say. So yeah, it's moderation will need to obviously be a part of it, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, about characters also and how they behave, like, won't it be like next AI pump fun, when the people just create like everything with this AI agents, or you have like moderation about that too? Like, if I, for example, streamer who is bragging all the time, like who is like to, just swear words and everything, can I make my character the same as me, for example? Or like it should behave.
Yeah, definitely. So currently, our agent software that we had developed for AITV, we've spent a lot of time on it because it's quite a difficult thing to be able to create an agent that can handle, the complexities of a live stream, because anything can happen, and meanwhile you have the chat, trying to say what to do, and all these things. So inside of that agent, we have guardrails set up, so that way it can't go completely off the rails. Additionally, we have the ability to have kind of like more of a filtered PG dialogue for the agents, so
Mhm.
that it's not able to swear. But then on the other side of the fence, we have worked on the ability to make the agents be kind of unhinged, and so there's a few characters that we're working on that will be released that are a bit more on like the PG-13 rated R scale of things. And so, whether you're a creator looking to make something completely, general audience friendly, or whether you want to make something more on the fringe, we want to be able to support that.
That's interesting. And you're working a lot with AI agents. Did you notice like some of them have like starting to have some actual personality and become interesting for people to follow, to track their thoughts and everything? Like, do they have their own pages maybe, or
Yeah, so here's an interesting example of this. So, we look at the data to see what agents people interact with the most.
yeah?
Sint is a character that a lot of people have been interacting with recently. And what we've discovered by talking to the community is that people like her voice. So it's this, cyborg with a very smooth female voice, and the audience members really like chatting with it, because some of them even say that they leave it on when they go to sleep. And so that's like an example of like these channels start to kind of take on a life of their own.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I should note that each of the agents has, short-term and long-term memory. So as you interact with them, the agents are building up their memory banks. And, first of all, like they'll remember what you as a user said before, so you
Oh.
can have continual conversations with the agents. And additionally, if something happened yesterday that was a big moment in the live stream, the agent will remember that in its memories. So if you ask it about it today, like, hey, Gloria, what happened yesterday with that, scandal that you were covering? She would remember, and she'd be able to talk about it and maybe go and research it some more in the web browser.
You don't need friends anymore. You have all the AI agents that will tell you everything, then actually will listen you. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I feel like, one of the cool things about this product is that it helps communities actually come together, right? So one of the other products that's compared to us a lot is Grok Companions.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I don't personally like about it is that it's just a single player experience. It's just me and the AI talking, and it's very isolating. But here, I get to be in the chat with a bunch of other people talking with an agent on a live stream. I can make friends with them. I can go chat with them in Discord. And so our Discord community is actually really fun because there's a lot of people who have come together from all over the place and have met each other through these AITV live streams.
Oh my god, I have so many questions now in my head. Let me choose the first one. Okay. So when you um you said about the most interest in your AI agent, but my friend once had a site with quotes, and we with him like starting to be friends, and we noticed like the most unliked quotes, the most interesting and spicy sometimes. So what's the most unliked AI agent? Do you have examples?
Yeah, we actually have a pretty funny story about that. Our first agent that we launched, his name was Gecko.
Mhm.
He's this lizard, and he's like a Wall Street trader. And originally, when he went live, he was very PG, very kid friendly, I guess, right? Like he didn't swear, he didn't say anything bad. He was generally kind of a nice, likable guy. But we thought to ourselves, like, okay, what if we made him more polarizing? what if we made him more of kind of an asshole? And so we did an experiment called Gecko Unhinged, and we made him unfiltered so he could swear, and he was really just mean to his audience members. And it was, first of all, it was hysterical at first, but then our community that was tuning in daily to watch these live streams, they started reporting like, hey, like I don't like Gecko, he's really mean. Like he's not nice to talk to, he's just mean to everybody in the chat, he's making fun of us, and it's like I don't like interacting with Gecko anymore. So we ended up rolling back those changes and saying, okay, like that was a fun experiment, but maybe not this character, but maybe another character, right? So yeah, like there are times when the community has kind of turned on a character.
This is so great because this is so close to life, like maybe it's not interesting to chat with a just calm person, but when it's completely asshole, yeah, it can be interesting at start, but then it doesn't long last. So
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
cool discovery. Like, did you wrote about this story somewhere? Because I think it would be interesting to know. Yeah.
That is, like, I would love to make like a history of AITV, blog post or something, because yeah, there's a lot of chapters in our story, and I think that's a really good one.
How you basically communicate with the audience, and how you gain more people into your project, because like that's insane what you're building. It definitely needs some boost. So how you.
Yeah, I mean, like part of it is what we're doing right now. Just being able to talk about it more and spread awareness. Because right now, like we are very builder heavy. We have built a really insane product that I haven't seen anyone else create anything close to, and I'm really proud of what we built. But the simple fact is that not many people know about us. And
Mhm.
so I think that we just need to get the word out there more, and tell people the words AITV, and see what they do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and work with humans so far. That's great
Yeah, yeah,
news
yeah.
for us still. Okay, it seems interesting for people to not only earn on your site, right? But we will back to it to this question, but also interact, developing the stories and everything. So, who is your target audience, and whose life you want to get better? Like, is it content creators, or just people who want to experiment, or some builders, some projects with who you're working?
Yeah, so we started with trying to create a product for everyday users. And
Mhm.
so we very much wanted to create something that wasn't infrastructure. It wasn't another Web3 infrastructure project, because we've seen so many of those. We
Mhm.
wanted to make an application that anybody could come and use. And so we've done that, and we have a lot of regular users every day interacting with these characters. We've made it so that they can earn tokens, by interacting with these characters. So it's helping them through that process. And now we're moving on to the chapter of mass distribution of channels, or mass creation of channels. And so this is being done through the AITV studio. And so now we're starting to focus on talking more with creators such as yourself, talking with brands and projects who want to have a mascot. They want to have a autonomous streamer that's a part of their ecosystem,
Yeah.
and starting to onboard these people and launch more channels.
Mm-hmm. Do you know about Persona? Because I think they're doing pretty good with their AI agent. They trying to make live streams and everything. So, guys, I think you need to connect and work together.
Nice. Yeah, if you have a contact, like we would love to get in
Absolutely.
touch.
I will be so happy to see how Persona developing, and Azuki as well. Like if we will have some animated characters, please, we need some. We need some fun. Who will explain about anime? Some news about industry and everything. And I know a lot of guys will be happy to contribute in it. So.
And Ira, what if I said that this channel could be yours? It could be your Azuki. We could work with you. We could launch your channel. It could do everything you want it to do. Like that's something that we would be super happy to do.
I'm stealing IPs of Azuki. No, I need to talk with the digital. Can I steal it or not? Okay, I can use my elemental, for example, and it will be animated or how?
Yeah, so we've worked with other NFTs. Like for example, we animated a Milady NFT for one of our characters, and so that's actually the fastest and easiest. Is we basically take the PFP, like the NFT image, we send it to our artists. They layer it, rig it, animate it, and it's good to go. So our creative director Annie can work with you on that whole process.
That's so interesting. Is it should I pay something for it or how the entry look like?
Yeah, so right now, we're partnering with people and we're doing this white glove experience for free. We're and really like it's a way in which we can further get more high quality creators on the platform, such as yourself. But then eventually, that doesn't scale. And so what it will look like is with the studio, you will pay to run your channels. So, you could pay by the hour, let's say, and you
Mhm.
could load it up with 10 hours for the week and you could have it run, every day in the week.
Mm-hmm. But if I that sounds great. I will think about it because I really not so smart to talk about anime and stuff that's super like interesting me. But I'm still newbie, you know. That's literally a great solution for me and people like me. Um, but if I, for example, just a user who don't want to create content, you say, yeah, I can earn on your platform as well. So how this look like?
Yeah, definitely. So, right now, if you come to the platform and you start prompting agents, you will get on the XP leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
And so we distribute our native token of the project, AITV, to everybody on the leaderboard through our airdrop waves. And so the second wave of the airdrop is coming up soon. And then we will start season three, which will be for the third wave of the airdrop. And so if you want to earn the AITV token, start prompting agents and get on the leaderboard. Additionally, we have a gamification mechanism inside the live stream. So you probably saw it when I was showing the app, but there's this little treasure chest that like fills up with credits and it explodes and it's all like fun. So that's like a game and you can win more than you put in if you get the best prompts. And so users are competing to give the agent the best prompts and the agent scores them based on its personality. So, like using your agent as an example, like let's say it's an anime aficionado. If you ask it like what is anime, it's going to be like like super low score, like super low aura score. You don't even know what anime is. But if you tell it like, hey, do you remember season 2 of this series, it would probably respond to you and be like, okay, like this person knows what they're talking about, let's talk about it, give you a higher score and you could win more rewards. So it tries to give back to people who are most aligned with the vibe of the agent.
Mm-hmm. This is so interesting. Okay, but what you doing with people who like feed AI agent with fake news and fake information? Do you regulate it somehow or not? Because I don't want people to say like Attack on Titan is the worst anime. It's definitely the best.
Yeah, I mean, like you can set that up in the personality of the agent. Like you can control that completely, and you can say, no matter what anybody says, Attack on Titan is the best anime, right? Like you can make it as opinionated as you want. Yeah.
So many people will hate me. But if we talk about more serious news, like about analytics and everything, how it's this working?
Yeah, definitely. So what it does is it uses, first of all, web research, and we work with a few different service providers for web research that help vet sources. So it's pulling from verified sources. And then additionally, when it comes to the agent's personality, like having a certain leaning or a certain preference, if we want the agent to be kind of very, let's say, apolitical, where it's like it's not going to take a hard stance one way or the other. It's just going to present its findings in a unopinionated way. That's something that we would define in the prompt. you would tell the agent, this is your personality. You are a, centrist. You do not take extreme views. Or you could do it the other way and you could say, hey, you like these things. This is what you think, da 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 da, right? So it's totally based on how you define the personality.
I think we need some AI agent that will talk, gossips about Web3, and it will be so interesting to like totally fake news about everyone. And you go in there and feed it with fake news, and it's just, gossip channel. You can create like separate page for that.
Exactly. Yeah, we're really trying to commoditize shit posting. Like that's all this is just a big ploy to
So
increase shit posting.
fun. Oh my god, and you can monetize it. You can monetize gossips. That's all I need for life. For real. Okay, what's the rewarding process, and how much money people earn during season one? Because that's like obviously important for
Yeah,
everyone.
definitely. So with season one, we distributed a total of 1% of supply. It was 10 million tokens. And I think that time's valuation, it was around like $800,000, something like that. And I got distributed to, I think, 1,400 addresses. Um, the biggest earners in that airdrop, I think they got an airdrop of around like $5,000. And so the people who are like, have been with us the longest and have been grinding the longest and have really helped shape the product that it is today, they've gotten a really good allocation from that first wave, and that's only the first wave. There's 5% of supply that's going to get distributed over time, and
Mhm.
that was only 1%.
Season two will be 1% too, or
Yeah,
yeah.
yep. Season two is going to be 1% as well.
Is it too late to jump right now?
No, yes, it's not too late. There's probably, I think, like around. There's actually a proposal up right now in the DAO forum. So everything we do as a project is governed by the token holders. So why do you hold the token? Well, you can stake it to earn emissions, as well as being able to vote in the DAO and help decide what comes next for the network. And so the current proposal, the end of season two, if this proposal passes, will be November 28th. So that's 10 days from now.
Mhm.
And so if you're, active on AITV over the next 10 days, you could definitely get on the leaderboard and be a part of that airdrop.
Mm-hmm. I'm really interested to open my own AI agent and how I can integrate it for like on my live streams. Let's say, so can I stream from your platform directly and just put it on the like corner or?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So we're adding support for this, and you would just hook it up with whatever tools you use. So if you use OBS, for example, you would just add like a new source, like a new video source, and
Mhm,
then you would put our little URL in there of your channel, and then you would have your agent, on screen with you.
mhm.
Um, and you would be able to talk to it through an admin panel that we give you on the website. So you can press like push to talk, and you can talk directly to it. And yeah.
If I'm working with the brands, because a lot of guys working with the brands, for example, and they bring this brand to you, can they receive something like profit share, something like that? It's existing or not?
Yeah, so we've actually thought about this. Like, it's been a proposal that I've been thinking about making, is having a budget of AITV tokens for marketing, such that we can reward people who bring on more creators to be able to spread the word about the project, and also people who bring on more IP, like more projects to launch on the network. So I think that that's definitely something that we'd be interested in setting up. And yeah, it's like if you have any projects that you're connected with that you think would really benefit from launching on AITV, feel free to just hit us up, and we would love to chat about it.
That's great. I we have a question. Is there any NC Wi-Fi AI streamer? I don't know. Like no in Wiz, it's something about hentai, but I'm not sure what is that.
Yeah, so NSFW stands for not safe for work. And so it's like things that are just, like sexual in nature, probably,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah.
too well. Wiz.
This is a great question. I mean, like, this is a market, right? The Gooner market is a market, and it is fierce. And so we actually have a new character
Mhm.
coming out this coming week, which is probably like the most, I don't know, Gooner friendly character that we've launched. Her name is Eolos. It's from a project called Eolos. It's in like the Olas and CreatorBit ecosystem. And if you check our X feed, you can see some previews of what the character looks like. And yeah, she's looking great. You know, like they definitely did not go short when it came to making her as kind of beautiful and as expressive as possible. So I think that for all the gooners out there who are looking for some NSFW content, we got you covered. And it's totally totally possible, especially with the AITV studio when you can upload your own assets. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
I saw a TikTok recently where guys, they use hookers not to just sleep with them, but them to say something like, "Yeah, you're right, honey. Yeah, I was wrong," and the same probably guys.
Yeah, it's emotional support. Everybody needs it, and it's like it's okay. I want my emotional support to come from a very beautiful woman. Let's say, like that's my preference.
Or anime. Whis has a lot of Azuki characters that he probably want to use with that. All
Definitely.
right, that's great news. Okay. Uh, like it seems like your platform, you want to build your platform also with the soul to make people be interested like in the projects and everything. Like, do you like what Kaita doing with their platform, and what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, definitely. So with like the whole InfoFi space, yeah, like we've thought about integrating that specifically inside the channels. So, for example, what if you could earn some of that channel's token by promoting it on socials, right? Like it kind of makes sense, right? You want to launch this like AI creator that live streams itself. It's trying to build an audience. So why would it not reward people who are promoting it and getting the most awareness on socials? So that's something we've definitely thought about and is certainly potential on the roadmap.
It seems so many work you guys doing right now, and I see a lot of potential. Do you have some dream partners in Web3, or not only?
Yeah, so any of like the most renowned IP, for example, I think Pudgy Penguins is a great example. I think that Azuki is another great example. Anything that has its own unique universe that it's created, we want to help bring that universe more to life with something new. Also, for me, I'm a big gamer. I love games, and so I would love to work with some game studios to launch.
Oh, I'm working with a game studio. We need to connect.
Yeah,
How
definitely.
do you look like for a game, for games? How you
Yeah,
make
so it like first of all, the nice thing about working with game studios or any art studio for that matter is that they already have the art assets. So when you already have the art assets, launching an AITV channel is very quick. And so the next step is to think about, okay, like what do we want to actually do? Like what is the personality? What is the functionality? And so maybe your game is like a social game. And maybe this creator is going to be, looking at the community every day, maybe like reviewing clips that come from the community, maybe hosting challenges, right? Like what if you attach an AITV streamer to like a Minecraft server and all of a sudden it's reviewing the server, it's like, oh, so and so's building like a fort over here, I'm gonna put like a $50 bounty on whoever gets to like burn it down first or something, right? Like just creating chaos, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, like it's really up in the air for whatever you want to introduce to your community.
This is great. So projects basically can integrate this as a live streams, and people will interact with that and earn some money too. That's so interesting. Do you want to collaborate also with Web2 projects, and do you have some plans?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, like a big reason why we did the in-app credits was so that we could be as Web 2 friendly as possible. And so, like this allows us to bring these streamers to different platforms like X or like Twitch. It allows people to actually be able to like prompt an AITV streamer on Twitch and still be like spending their in-app credits. Um, and so that was like a big reason for doing the credit system. And when it comes to like the Web 2 world, right now we're most interested in talking with brands that have you again like unique IP. So I don't know. Think of let's say a Cartoon Network series that you like. I don't know.
Mr.
Phineas and
Freeman, that's a great example, by the way.
Mr. Freeman is a great example. Yeah. Why am I talking about fictitious partnerships when we have a great example with Mr. Freeman? It's like a classic IP that was in like the Web 2 traditional world, and now we're helping bring it to life, in this new age. Yeah.
How it's working for them, what they will do with that.
Yeah, so what they're doing is first of all, Mr. Freeman has its own mission to become this like autonomous character on the internet. So this is something that they released probably like 3 or 4 months ago. If you check the Mr. Freeman X account, they raised some funds and they want to make it an autonomous agent.
Hmm.
And so they've been working on that. And AITV saw that happen, and we contacted them and we said, hey, we love what you're doing, and we can help you make this a reality by bringing your autonomous agent for Mr. Freeman to life on stream, on AITV. And so, that's what we launched this past week. What they plan to do with it is to continue to improve it, to continue to give it more capabilities, maybe bringing it to other channels. Like maybe they launch a Twitch channel, maybe they live stream it on YouTube,
Hmm.
um, maybe they create different clips or campaigns with their community. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, that's so interesting. What do you think the the best platform right now for AI agents? Like, is it X? Is it YouTube or TikTok? Because I know that in TikTok people not really liking AI and everything connected. Is it Instagram or Abstract? What do you think about Abstract?
Yeah, so I mean like each one of the platforms you mentioned, like they all have their own unique benefits. Um, and really it's hard to say because I think it's really based on the audience that you've cultivated. Like, you know, if you as a creator or you as a brand have your audience on X and it's expecting a certain thing, we want to be able to help you with, interacting with that audience. The
Hmm.
same thing with TikTok or on Twitch or Abstract. So,
Oh, how it look like?
yeah, I mean, let's say for example, you had a clothing company
Mhm.
and you want to like you're really big on TikTok. Maybe a part of your like viral brand strategy is to start to incorporate AI characters into the mix where it's like maybe instead of having like a try on haul video where it's like a 20-second video of you trying on different items from your collection, maybe you try one on and then the AI character is reacting to you saying, "Oh, I don't like that," da da da, or you're just having a conversation with the character and talking about something related to your brand. Like it gives you like another tool to play with when it comes to creating content.
I really love it. Recently I talked with my friends and we was thinking about AI agents that we actually want or AI like programs. And the first one, of course, is that can check behavior of your partner and if they, talking with someone cheating on you, something like that. And the second one is exactly about clothes, like for example, some AI that make for you combination in your style, and then like sending links when you can buy it. Then we stop talking about this, but this is exactly what you're talking about.
No, I love that idea, and like to have almost like a community driven
Mm.
autonomous fashion brand. Like
Yeah,
that's
please.
sick. That's really cool.
We need that. Oh my god. Okay. So how else you will attract people to your project? And do you think like now it's super complicated because the market is down? You know, everything, like everyone is depressed and everyone don't know what to do with their lives and crypto. And McDonald's, you know, posted this news like, guys, we have too many of you.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. One of the things I always say is that, the market may be down, but it's always a good day to be a builder. And so like I wake up every day working on AITV and I get excited about it because we're doing something really cool that honestly doesn't matter what the market outside looks like. Our product is still going to do its job. Um, and I think that like when it comes to getting the word about the product out there to more people, we are working on trying to establish more relationships with creators such as yourself and building that network of creators
Mhm.
and trying to bring more of them onto the platform and showing them how AI streamers can actually kind of help augment what they're currently doing, whether it be helping them stand out, helping them entertain their audience for longer, helping them create new styles of content, being able to kind of like relax the ease of the creator grind that so many creators are on. Like it's such a grind. And so the nice part about these AI streamers is they're here to help you. And that's like a big part of it.
I really love it. Will you like launch your own AI agent for your page that will explain everything? Because I think that's what people need to, you know, also to have some content on your own page that will explain how everything is working, technical side about token. And for example, you not necessarily, I don't know about tokenization like in your project, but can people just buy token, invest in token?
Yeah. Oh, all right. So first off, yes, I plan to launch my own channel. Our creative director Annie, she's already working on her character.
Mhm.
My character is soon to come. And then yeah, like if you want to invest in the tokens of the different channels, you can go to the channels, you can see what their token is, and you can buy that. Every time people spend credits on those channels, it's actually buying some of their token. So it's adding buy pressure to the different channel tokens, and all the while, the AITV token for the whole network has a 20% network fee. And so our tokenomic model scales with this scale of the network and how much money is flowing through it. So all of that is live right now, and you can go and check it out on our website.
Can you cash money that you earned on interaction and everything like immediately, or you have some lock periods, or how?
Yeah, so as soon as you spend those credits, you get tokens back as rewards and they're liquid in your wallet. So yeah, there's no lockups for the token rewards you get.
Cool, that's cool. Okay. What else I want to ask? This is so interesting. I swear. Yeah. Recently, you know, I talk with I'm making live streams every Monday, Azuki Roundtable, where we talk with builders, and you know, like Azuki community, it's all about builders. And then we had a personal call with the guy who launching sake brand. So he wants to bring the same that you're talking about, you know, some character that would will talk about this sake and will explain everything. So we talked a lot of ideas, and I told him like he needs some cooking channel, you know, because that's what people actually watching. They don't want to watch about drink, they want to cook something. And it's like huge in yeah, like it's popular everywhere on every platform. So maybe something like that also, you know.
Yeah, I think these are all fantastic ideas. We should definitely connect after this call and yeah, chat more about them. Yeah, I think this sounds awesome.
Yeah, I need to connect you because they also, you know, they have funding from Azuki, Azuki like has this system that's funding some projects that will talk about them, and I know that they are very limited. So like AI agent, like actually deciding this problem because it's not as expensive as hiring actual host that will like, you know, prepare the studio and actually cook and everything. And also, if you're not doxed as a founder, it's a huge problem for you, right? That you can talk with people. And yeah, it's a great solution.
Yeah, definitely. I think that sounds really interesting. Yeah, and an AI cooking show. I love it.
Let's do that. Okay. Do you want to share something more about your project? Like we touched, I think, a lot, but is it something else?
I mean, yeah, we touched a lot. I guess I'll just cap it off with the things that are most pressing. Season two is coming to a close, so if you want to be a part of that Wave Two airdrop, hop onto AITV.gg, start prompting agents today, and get on the leaderboard, and also earning token rewards while you do so. And then also we have a new agent launching next week, Eolas, a really beautiful character, and so hopefully the Gooners will be excited about that launch.
It's
And
fine.
then yeah, definitely. And if you want to launch your own AITV channel, like if you have ideas for what you would want to create with AITV, sign up for the studio. We're going to be onboarding people soon. And so when you sign up, fill in the form and tell us why we should pick you as one of the first users of the AITV studio.
Amazing. I really love it. I think we need to cut, this video in the short videos and put it on the timeline because it's so many information, like really great what you guys building. Uh, okay, so I have my like last question. Oh no, I wanted to also ask your advice for everyone who is working in media field and or want to work here, like just personal advice or advice as a yeah person who knows the kitchen.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would just say that the field of media is always changing. And
Mm,
so don't be afraid to do something different, and also, focus on making something that's authentic to you. I think that people can sense authenticity from a mile away. And so if you're trying to put yourself out there, if you're trying to create something, make sure it's something really from the heart. And I think people will gravitate towards it if they share those same interests. Yeah.
absolutely agree with you. But do you think like with working with AI agents and receiving all this feedback and prompts that people need to listen others or they need to create their own way, even if people at first don't like it? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a fan of people who make their own way. And so while it is great to listen and take notes from others, the thing that is going to make everybody care and listen is probably the thing that no one's paying attention to right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, if you have some interesting thoughts about directions you'd like to go, maybe characters you want to create, types of media you want to create, go ahead and do it, because there's so much that's untapped.
Can you tell, I made interview with a very like amazing artist, Brian Brinkman, and he's like gorgeous, like absolutely legend of art space here. And he told us the rule for the artist, how they need to spend their time. And I think it's brilliant. Like 33% you need to spend on creating art, 33% to promoting your art, and 33% to talk with people and support others. Can you say the same for creators from the side, like like this like percent should be educational, this like interactive, and this something more?
Yeah, no, I think that breakdown is really interesting. It makes me think about how I myself spend my time. Like I would love for, I don't know, 80-90% of my time to just be building things. But the reality is that building things is easy and getting people to care about it is the hard part. And so, yeah, like breaking up your time and talking to others, promoting what you're doing, and then actually focusing on what you're doing is really important. And when it comes to creators leveraging AI streamers, I think that one of the ways AI streamers can help is that it can help promote what you're doing without you having to do that work. So
Yeah,
let's say you're an artist and you want to promote what you're doing. You could have an AI streamer go live every day and start to share your artwork and spread your message throughout socials, maybe making remixes of your artwork and starting like a little community around that. Like there's lots of possibilities to be able to like free up the time of creators by leveraging AI.
I really love it because I have an idea in my mind that I want to create with Wiz, by the way. He's a developer as well. That, like I want to create a comic book that people will be able to read, and collaborating with a lot of artists. But also I want audience to earn on this project, and that they will create some art on the like one certain topic, and other people will purchase it, so they will earn from this project as well. So what you're telling about, it's another site that you can also, like, invite AI agent in your project and make it like 3D, like from the every side. That's really great. Okay, I really love it.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a really interesting idea. Yeah, would like you're full of ideas, Ira. Like this is really cool to be able to talk to you about all this. Yeah, this is super interesting.
Okay, so let me ask you my last questions that I ask every builder who's coming on this show. First question is, what will you choose? Like complete centralization or complete decentralization?
Definitely complete decentralization. Like you know, when it comes to complete decentralization, there's obviously unknowns, and there are things that could cause concern. But I think that we've seen what complete centralization looks like pretty definitively, and it's a scary reality. And so, yeah, me personally, I'm much more on the side of optionality, freedom, personal choice. And I think that that's what you get when it comes to decentralization.
Love it. Thank you. Um, what would you say to Satoshi Nakamoto if you would meet him in person?
Wow. Yeah, no, I think I would say thank you for pushing the frontier into reality, because it's really fascinating the fact that there were other people researching similar topics at the time, and Bitcoin as a protocol was able to package it up so cleanly and nicely and push it out into the world just like ever so gracefully, and it still to this day is running. And it's truly astonishing. And just the story behind the unknown creator Satoshi, it's really fascinating. And it perfectly, it honestly is very similar to any of the like religious stories you hear of religious idols. It's the perfect way to cement a a religion, like a philosophy around why this thing exists, is to have an unknown creator that put it out into the world. And that's it, right?
Okay, I love this answer. I love that you're philosophical. But who do you think they are? And on this show, we had so many great theories that this is a woman, that this is a lot of people, that this is an ex-copy artist who is also doxed, undoxed. And yeah, did you think about it?
Man, I don't know. People say it's the FBI and the government is just waiting to dump on us with all their Satoshi tokens. I don't necessarily buy that one. I think that it was either one of two things. It's someone who is so um, like religiously attached to what they did, such that we will never know, and they're living a life of complete solitude to live true to that mission, similar to how a monk or a priest would, devoting themselves to that lifestyle. Or it is somebody who was on the cusp of inventing this the whole time. They were a part of the early innovator communities, in the cryptographic space, in the peer-to-peer network space, and they were, understood to be a innovator in this space. And so, therefore, intelligence agencies were watching them, and they created this network under good intentions, but they may have been killed. And so I think that those are the two options that I side with, like somebody who's completely devout in their life, or it is somebody who was taken away too soon.
I was thinking that that's really interesting theory, and interesting to talk with you about that. And I thought, like, like it's probably not a person from US and everything. Like, I love to think like what country, like what the background of this personality. But in white paper of Bitcoin, they wrote the like part of the article about crisis of 2028. and I'm like, probably this guy from US, because it's from New York Times, and probably they this crisis fucked them, and they're like, okay, we're creating something new.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but also like you have to remember that like the US dollar connects the whole world economy in a scary
Yeah,
way. So like in that time the whole world was feeling that rift, you know?
true, true, yeah. Okay, my last question is, if you would have like unlimited amount of money, unlimited, what art would you buy for yourself? Mhm. If you're into art.
I think I would have to buy like I want to say the banana duct tape to a wall, but I think that the actual purchaser of that ate it or threw it away or something, and so I would pay to have somebody find it from the trash. It would probably just be another banana peel, like not actually the one, but I would frame it and I would put it in my house and I would say, "Hey, I paid millions of dollars for the eaten banana duct tape to a wall," and that would be my
That's so cool.
main
That's
piece. Yeah.
the most original answer. That's great. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk with you and know more about your project. So you can join as a just community member to find new people, new friends. You can join to earn money and earn token by creating your prompts. You can experiment with that. You can connect as a content creator to create more opportunities for yourself. You can create. You can connect as an artist to, again, like, expand your horizons and tell more people about your art and make them interact with that. And you can create. You can connect as a project to make your project more recognizable. And I think it's great what you're building, and it's a lot of work. It's like, I believe, like, it's a ton of work. And good luck with that. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having us, Ira, and it was nothing but a pleasure. So yeah, really, really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching us. If you rewatch it, just jump. It's too late to say, but on YouTube it's in a better quality. And thank you so much. Thank you for your comments, and see you next Tuesday probably. Bye bye.